Welcome to this training session on NFPA 1. Fire code. This code is a comprehensive set of fire safety standards that applies to all buildings and structures. In this session, we will cover the key requirements, principles, and guidelines outlined in NFPA 1 to help ensure the safety of life and property from fire hazards. And what is NFPA 1? NFPA 1, the fire code, provides a comprehensive approach to fire prevention, protection, and safety. The code establishes safety requirements for fire prevention, fire suppression, and emergency response in both new and existing buildings. It covers a wide range of facilities, including residential, commercial, industrial, and public buildings. Why is NFPA 1 important? NFPA 1 is essential for establishing a consistent framework for fire safety, providing uniform guidelines that addresses fire hazards, minimize fire risks, and protect people and property. Key benefits of NFPA 1 include 1. Fire prevention. It helps identify and mitigate fire risks before they became threats. 2. Code compliance. It ensures that fire safety features in buildings meet national standards. 3. Emergency preparedness. It outlines steps for responding to the fire emergency effectively. And what is scope of NFPA 1? NFPA 1 applies to all buildings and structures and covers 1. Prevention, 1. Fire prevention guidelines for reducing the risk of fire, including safe storage and handling of combustible materials. 2. Fire protection systems requirements for sprinkler systems, fire alarms, and fire suppression systems. 3. Egress and occupant safety, ensuring safe and accessible evacuation paths. 4. Hazardous chemical guidelines for the safe handling and storage of hazardous chemical and flammable substances. What is the core of principle NFPA 1? 1. General fire prevention requirements. NFPA 1 emphasizes the importance of fire prevention and provides several requirements to reduce the risk of fire. Combustible materials management. Proper storage of flammable liquids, gases, and combustible materials. Ignition source control. Safe installation of electrical systems, heating units, and machinery to prevent sparks and overheating. And inspection and maintenance. Regular inspections and maintenance of equipment like electrical system, heating and cooling systems, and fire protection systems. 2. Fire protection systems. NFPA 1 requires that fire protection systems are properly installed and maintained to provide early detections and suppression of fires. Some case systems include fire sprinklers, required in certain occupancies based on size, type, and use of building. Fire alarm and detection systems. These systems provide early warning and activate fire suppression systems. Standpipe and hose systems for manual firefighting in large buildings or high-rise structures. 3. Fire safety and egress. NFPA 1 outlines safety measures to ensure people can evacuate a building safely during a fire emergency. Exit routes and doors. Exit routes must be easy to open, wide enough to accommodate building occupants, and free from obstructions. Emergency lighting. Lighting should be provided to guide occupants to exits and in case of power failure. Capacity of egress systems ensures the number and size of exits are sufficient for the building occupant load. Next subject is hazardous materials and special risks. NFPA 1 provides specific requirements for buildings that store or handle hazardous materials, including flammable and combustible liquid, proper storage, handling, and fire measures for substances like gasolines, solvents, and oils. Compressed gases. Storage requirements for gases such as propane and oxygen, including separation from heat and ignition source. Chemical processing facilities. Additional fire protection measures for industrial facilities that handle hazardous chemicals or conduct chemical process. And next subject is fire safety during construction. NFPA 1 also applies to construction sites and outlines safety measures to reduce fire risk during the construction process. These include temporary heating and lighting, safe use of temporary heating equipment and lighting to prevention ignition, fuel storage, proper storage and handling of fuels like diesel and gasoline used in the equipment on site. And fire watch. Design a designated fire watch to monitor for fire hazards during construction activities that involve welding, cutting, or hot work. And compliance and enforcement. To ensure compliance with NFPA 1, the code provides enforcement and inspection guidelines. Fire safety inspections. The regular inspections by fire safety authorities to ensure compliance with fire protection requirements, violations and penalties, identifying and addressing fire safety violations, including corrective measures and penalties for non-compliance, and public awareness, educating building owners and occupants about fire safety practices and emergency response plans. And next subject is fire department and emergency response. NFPA 1 includes provisions of emergency response readiness and coordination. Fire department access. Ensuring fire departments have easy access to buildings, especially for high hazards and large structures. Firefighter safety. Providing fire protection systems like standpipes, elevator, and safe zones to ensure firefighter safety during operations. Emergency plans. Facilities must have emergency response plans in place, including evacuation procedures and coordination with local fire department. And training and public education. Training is essential to ensure that everyone is prepared in case of fire. In case of a fire emergency, NFPA 1 recommends employee fire safety training, ensuring that staff members are trained in the fire prevention, evacuation procedures, and using in fire extinguishers. Fire drills and emergency evacuation. Regular fire drills to test the effectiveness of emergency plans. Public education. Educating the public on fire safety practices such as fire extinguishers use and evacuation protocols. In summary, NFPA 1 sets comprehensive fire safety standards for buildings and structures. The key principles of this code include fire prevention through proper management of combustible material, installation and maintenance of fire protection systems like sprinklers and fire alarms, egress and occupant safely through well-designed exit routes and emergency lighting, special provisions for hazardous materials and fire safety during construction. Thank you for participating in this training on NFPA 1 fire codes. Adhering to NFPA 1 ensures the safety of both people and property in event of fire. By the following guidelines set forth in this code, you can contribute to a safer environment for all. If If you have any questions or needed further clarification, feel free to contact